Welcome to Pink Kink,
where we are ready to guide you through the wild and wonderful world of kink.
I'm Princess Rara.
And I'm Dara, the Electro Khaleesi.
Whether you are a baby kinkster, a seasoned pro, or just here for the entertainment, Pink Kink will help you level up your kink knowledge.
Join us as we share our own wild, sometimes awkward, but always entertaining experiences and spill the tea from our combined 30-plus years in the private and professional kink worlds.
So grab your favorite flogger or wand.
Thank you.
And buckle up. You'll learn, you'll laugh, and who knows, you might just spit out your coffee.
Let's get this kinky party started.
Want more Pink Kink in your life? Join our Patreon and get ready for a whole lot of kinky fun and exclusive perks.
As a patron, you'll unlock access to our private Discord server where you can connect with fellow kinksters and chat directly with us. You'll also score adorable pink kink stickers and enjoy a monthly behind-the-scenes podcast packed with juicy tidbits we don't share anywhere else. Plus, get sweet discounts at our Etsy shop, Pink Kink Boutique, and on our online classes at Pink Kink Institute.
But wait, there's more.
More?
Our impactful and electrifying Pink Kinksters get extras, such as bonus content and free digital downloads. Oh, and let's not forget, the Pink Standard of patrons will be recognized as producers on both the podcast and on our website, because we couldn't do this without you.
Pink Kink runs on the love and support of our amazing patrons, so join the party today. Visit us at patreon.com/pinkkinkpodcast or click on the link on pinkkinkpodcast.com.
Today's episode is produced by our electrifying Pink Kinksters. Thank you, Jay, Witcherman, Daddy J, Naughty and Nice, Butte Pain, Manda Panda, Cat, Stefan, Shadow Phoenix, Enchanted Sparrow, The Wombat, Impact Hazard, Twitch, The Midnight Girl, Sinful, J21, Daisy If You Do, Serenity, Belle, Eric, Pumpkin Pie, S'more, Hacksaw, Devoted Knight, 3 AM Thoughts, Crash Override, Swiper, no swiping,
RB, Navigator Bard, Mr. Pillsbury, Peaches, Mighty Owl, Chaos Monster, Jessa Lady, Jack, Ophelia, Lady to Kitten, Sadia Lemon, Ben, Noir, Elysium Rose, Avalia, Nora Morapora, Bricks, Wonder Chris, Cheshi, Manders, Swinging Amish, Dark Gaia, Hyper Tarantula, Sunny B, Baby Squirrel, and Freddy Queen. Rara knows me really, really well, you guys.
I do.
Yes, she does. She said, do you want to do the resolutions episode first and then do behind the scenes? Because then you can just crash out and you're like, you don't have to actually do anything. I was like, yeah, I do.
Listen, I'm working. I'm learning. It's only been 4 years now, but I'm figuring out how to speak Dara, how to work like Dara, how to
manipulate Dara into doing things.
How to get the best from Dara is what I was going to say. I was trying to be nice.
So that's what I said.
Yeah.
How to manipulate Dara into doing things is the same thing.
Manipulation has gotten such a bad rap. Manipulation is not always a terrible thing. We all manipulate each other in some ways, and it's not always meant to control you. Sometimes it's to help you.
Actually, I think in our case, it's to help you.
Well, yeah, it doesn't suck for me.
Okie dokie.
Listen, I'm on vacation, so right now life is good. I haven't had to wear a bra in about 4 days. I am a happy camper.
I am also on vacation, and I did have to wear a bra because my family came over yesterday.
Yeah, no. Luckily we don't do video because it is not an attractive look for me right now.
Oh, I put on makeup today because I actually have to go get stuff to make dog food later, and I have to go get like dog medicine and go to the vet and stuff. So I was like, all right, well, let me put on a bra and get presentable. I actually got dressed. I was wearing PJs up until about, 20 minutes ago. Felt really good.
Yeah, I'm even being so lazy. I'm Instacarting food later because I just not leaving my house.
Well, the only reason I'm getting this, the only reason I'm going out is for the dogs. Did you realize what I said? Nothing said for me. It was for dogs. Dog medicine, dog food.
And this is why I don't have dogs.
Well, these are my children, so,
I won't even listen, I have actual children. I'm not getting out of the house for them either.
Your children are adults. Mine are basically toddlers with fur.
Well, and they act like it too.
Yes, they do. Look at this. Can you see them? Hold on. Let
Well,
me move the camera.
We can, but the people listening can't see them.
I know, but you can see this. Look
It's
at
nap
my
time.
toddlers.
It's nap time. Let them nap.
Do you see this one right here with the blankie?
Yeah, she's napping. Let her nap.
She says, I need a blankie or I won't survive.
No,
I say that in an old lady voice.
It is hard to believe, but 2025 is almost over. I swear we blinked.
I know. This has been a shit fucking year.
It's been a crazy year because I've had a lot of amazing, wonderful things happen to me from a personal standpoint, but from a global standpoint, it sucks shit. And so it's been a big challenge trying to be happy and celebrate when I've had successes, because God knows I need it or I wouldn't get out of my bed every morning. But still be mindful of the fact that not everybody's had good things happen to them. So it's been a challenging year, and I'm really, really hoping 2026 is better.
I'm not trying to be a pessimist, but I can't actually think of a really cool, awesome thing that happened this year for me.
See, and I'm the eternal optimist.
Like, I'm not trying to. I'm sure there are. I mean, I had like my 5th year wedding anniversary, shit like that.
Yeah. No, you've had some good stuff.
I don't know.
What about, well, I don't want to mention some of the good stuff because maybe you're going to cover it in our resolutions. Because honestly, it's been a year, so I don't remember what your resolutions were from last year.
I don't either. Wait, what? Oh, shit. I forgot. I was supposed to find them so we could do the check mark thing.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I forgot about that part. I just made the new one.
I just found a new resolution for you. Remember what you're supposed to do for the podcast. We do this every year.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how about while Dara's looking for hers, I'll start then, okay?
Yeah.
See, I just have one because I am the eternal organizer. I literally have one document called Kink Resolutions, and every year I just add the new year to it. So, because when I first opened it up, I'm laughing because I forgot about that. So I'm looking at number 11 on my list from the very first year we did it, where it was get Chris Evans to actually listen to the podcast.
How'd that go?
Well, listen, if he does, he's not sharing. And I was laughing. I'm like going, I don't remember writing that down. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that was from the very, very first year. So I now have my 2025 New Year's resolutions to see if we have managed to achieve it and who gets, because I will admit last year, Dar kicked my ass on the check marks.
I found it.
Good.
I found it.
Yay.
Found it. Yes, I did.
Dar kicked my ass on check marks. So I had a lot of motivation to do much better this year. And I think I did. It's not 100%, but the goal is to improve. And I definitely improved.
Okay,
So,
let's do this.
All right. So the first thing that I had on my list last year was apply to teach for more groups. And that gets me a pink check mark. This year, I taught more classes for Wicked Grounds. I taught a class for House Exeter. And by the time this comes out, I will have taught my first class for Society of Janus. And it has been very exciting because I applied to House Exeter, but Society of Janus reached out to me based upon my reputation. And similar to what we talked about in our Thankful episode, and for those of you who didn't listen yet, go back. Listen in order. This is why we tell you to listen in order. As I talked about the fact that now people are reaching out to me and to us because of our reputation is a pretty goddamn good thing. And I like that.
It's pretty neat.
So I definitely get a check mark on that one.
Okay. My first one was prioritize self-care. Set boundaries to prevent burnout while balancing podcasting, work, and personal life. Big, fat, honking red X. Absolutely did not do that. Prioritized work because my job is fucking crazy.
Well, and bills need to be paid. So
yeah,
I
honestly,
prioritized
I can't
work too.
blame me for that one. Right. Like, I can't blame me for that one, but work has absolutely motherfucking kicked my ass.
It's been really hard, but we've put into place some things for the two of us to help you have a little better work-life balance or podcast work balance.
Podcasts life balance because I'm just chunking work into life.
Okay.
But it's been, yeah, it's working reasonably well. The problem is just my job. It's just kicking my motherfucking ass.
We did,
So
for those of you who are regular listeners, you've probably noticed that we had a couple of episodes with some sound issues because, everything's a work in process. We were trying to help Dara get this pink check mark. We did not succeed, but we were trying. It was a group effort. And so we were finding ways to make it a little easier for her. And one of the ways is Dara and I are not in the same room anymore when we record, which is also good for me because it keeps me out of kicking range.
yes.
So I can't.
And it keeps me from rearranging all of your toys.
Yeah, my toys are totally
when I get
safe.
mad at you.
But the new system we were using, the sound quality just wasn't where we would like it to be. And it took us a while, but it was fine. We finally figured out what the fuck was going on.
I was so goddamn mad because so like
you have to
here's the problem.
You have to really go back and talk about the fact that what you heard and what I heard was not the same.
That's what I was just gonna say. Yeah, no. So the actual issue was, so we're using Riverside. We have always used Riverside to do interviews, and so now Rara and I are just recording on Riverside because this saves me well over an hour of travel time every 2 to 3 weeks just to get there to Rara's. And then we're like burnt out by the time we're done because we have to do 2 or 3 episodes in a row because this is the only time we can schedule it. It's been just a hot mess. By choosing to do it just online only, we can can you do like Tuesday night or something? Yeah, sure, that's fine. We can totally do that. And it's like not a problem. So we're like, okay, this should help with scheduling. This should be a lot better. So I'm editing and I do all my edits and it sounds fabulous. And I send it to Rara and she goes, do you hear this like clicking noise? And I'm like, the fuck what clicking noise? And I'm listening to it and I'm like, I don't hear a clicking noise. And she goes, I hear a clicking noise. I was like, I don't hear a clicking noise. So she posts it and everybody's like, what's that clicking noise? I'm like, the fuck? Are you guys all gaslighting
Oh my
me?
God. No, I felt so validated when other people noticed because I was starting to question my sanity.
Well, then I started questioning mine and I was about to go get like a hearing test and I was so concerned. And then the next episode rolls around and she goes, did you do blah, 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 blah? And you sound really weird and blah. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not hearing any of it. Well, to make an exceedingly long story short, this lasted about 3 weeks and we were losing our shit and finally found out that what I thought was happening was a preview that they were giving me. And when I downloaded it as an MP3, all of the changes that I had made were non-existent.
Well, they were giving you a preview of what it would sound like if we had the premium service.
Right. No, it's not the premium, it's the pro. What we had was standard. This was a preview to upgrade to pro, but it said this in the tiniest goddamn little print on the side. And it was like, so finally we realized this and I was like, Rara, this is the problem. And she goes, well, how much is it?
I said, how much is your sanity worth? This is how much it is. Your sanity is well worth that. Absolutely. Let's do it.
Yep.
And
so
now the quality is much, much better.
Oh, yeah. And we've gotten a few compliments on it, right, Rara? Yep. About how great the sound quality has been recently?
Yeah. So we've done that. And my work is much, much, much less stressful than Dara's. I am the first one to admit thank God, because I'm old, so it's good. I've reached a point in life where I cannot say my job is hard. My job has moments that might be harder than others. But overall, my job is not hard. So it gives me a little bit more energy. And I've been able to take on a couple of more things that used to be Dara's responsibility to try to lighten the load. So while maybe you don't have the full check mark, I would think maybe you got the start of a check mark.
I got a dot.
A dot. There we go. Well,
like where you put the pen, because it's only been in the last 4 weeks or so that we figured this out. So I got like pen to paper.
Okay. All right. Listen, we got to start somewhere. I'm the eternal optimist, remember? It's a start.
Okay. Listen, you guys, when I tell you I was actually about to quit.
Oh my God, she was.
Like legitimately, I was like, I need a break. I can't do this. I have been quite literally losing my motherfucking mind because of work. And they just keep dropping more shit on me and I can't do it.
Then
I can't do it.
She triggered my Virgo, so I started making plans.
Yeah, remember how we always say that Robert has plan A and plan B? Plan B was one button push away.
I was ready just because it helped when when the world is out of control, I try to control what I can.
Yeah. No, she was ready.
Yeah.
She was ready for me to go, you guys.
It's not what I said. I said, I don't want you to go, but I got to be prepared because it would have been awful if I woke up in the morning and you said, okay, I'm done. And I'm like, shit, what the hell do I do now? I was prepared.
Okay, now you're making it sound like I was trying to leave. It wasn't.
No, I didn't say you were trying to leave.
This was in preparation of work handing me yet another shitstorm.
We were trying to keep your sanity.
I got out of the shitstorm.
Yay. All right.
That doesn't mean that there won't be another shitstorm, but at least we're saved for now.
Saved for now. All right. My second New Year's resolution from last year was to create more digital downloads. And I get a big, fucking, huge, pink, sparkly, glittery check mark for this one.
Glittery?
Glittery. Look, I make up words. It's glittery. I kicked ass in this. I did a ton. I did 12 low prep rituals for DS. Talk Dirty to Me, which is a relationship check-in questionnaire. BDSM weekly planner, a Kink without comparison workbook, a red flag radar workbook, and a What's Your Edge workbook to help you if you're feeling competitive in your kink and you don't want to. And I think there's probably others, but those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head. So yay me! I kicked ass on that. And those are all available on our Etsy shop, Pink Kink Boutique.
Which, by the way, I don't know if you've seen, but we've made 2 sales today.
Well, at the time of this recording, it is Black Friday weekend.
Oh, right.
So there's been a sale. But just in case, because again, I need to do my announcer voice. Did you know that if you become a patron, you get discounts on our Etsy shop? And the discount is dependent upon the tier that you're in. But every tier gets a discount, even our basic $2 a month tier. So for as little as $2 a month, you get those discounts, and you get the discounts on that. You get the discounts on our Pink Kink Institute classes. You get these adorable little stickers. You get to be a part of our Discord server, our monthly virtual munch, lots of fun stuff. So check that out at patreon.com/pinkkinkpodcast.
You get a discount.
All right. So enough with the sales pitch until I'm sure I'll come up with one again later.
Probably. You always do. All right. Okay, now this one I do legitimately get a big, hot, pink, glittery check mark.
Yes.
It said read more books.
Yay!
Let me actually read this to you. Competing with Rara is out of the question.
We don't compete. It's not fair.
But I think I set the goal to 50. So the idea was to read 1 book a week. And then, 52 weeks in a year, give myself a little wiggle room there. So 50, I thought it was a nice round number. I'm over 60 as of today.
Yay!
So I've actually read more than 1 book in a week. I kind of binged this weekend. So you know how when the 3rd book comes out, but it's been like 2 years since you've read the last one and you have no idea, you don't remember anything, and you have to go back and you have to read the first 2 books? I read 2 books in 3 days.
I'm so proud of you.
Because I was trying so hard to catch up on this shit. And now I'm on the 3rd book, and I actually understand what's happening now. Because let me tell you, I tried to read the beginning of the 3rd book, and I went, what?
Yeah, I had set my goal for the year, and I was going to meet that goal like mid-November. So I changed my goal, and now I don't think I'm going to meet my new goal. But it's okay. It's okay.
Well, you already beat the actual goal, so it still counts.
I did. No, I've totally beat it. I'm just not going to. I reset it to 365, and I'm not going to make that. So that's okay.
All
right. Well, good for you. All right. My 3rd resolution was work on creating some skill-based classes. Wah, wah, wah.
Oh, no.
I didn't do that. I just didn't because every time. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I want to do and not enough hours in the day to do everything that I want to. I mean, I've already given up a lot of sleep. I'm operating right now in about 4 hours of sleep. So I've already given up sleep as much as I can and still be able to function.
Isn't your motto, I'll sleep when I'm
Pretty
dead?
much. But it was like I worked on the digital download stuff. That was like where my energy was. So I'm afraid I failed on that one. But I'm still 2 for 3, so I'll take what I can get.
Okay. My third one says, teach my 2 classes for PKI. I did 1. I did electro, like the advanced electro class. The other one, we did not get our shit together and we had to cancel because there weren't enough tickets sold. So like I tried.
Right.
We just were very bad at promoting it.
No, we are not. I promote like hell. The problem is it's just there's been, and it's not just me. It's not just what we're doing with Pink Kink Institute. There is every kinky business owner I've talked to is seeing a little downsizing of their business. And I get it. The economy is hard when the cost of eggs are what they are, and we're in the DC area and there was a government shutdown, and so people weren't getting a salary at all. It's really hard to say has expendable income to pay for things like kink education when you've got to save your money to pay your mortgage and your food bill and the gas in your car to get to work and all of that. So
Fucking A, food has been astronomical.
yep. So it's not just us. But hopefully, people are back at work. The government's opened back up again, at least for now. We'll see what happens again in January or February, whenever it comes back up again. But we'll see what happens. And hopefully kink education will happen again some more for folks.
Sure.
But you did teach it for other people. So I think you deserve the check mark.
Okay, well, I didn't teach that particular class, but I did teach other classes for other people. So I guess that counts. All right, we'll call that a check mark because
I will vote for that a check mark.
And I actually am bringing that particular thing up in our resolutions for this coming year.
All right. So number 4, speaking of classes, restructure Pink Kink Institute and get more outside teachers. I get a check mark for this one. I absolutely did this. What was happening was I was teaching classes almost every month and pulling Darn when I could, and it was too much. I was running out of class, coming up with fresh class ideas every month, and I had all these other ideas that I wanted to work on too. So I did. I brought in some amazing teachers, and we had classes on ADHD on both sides of the slash. Reclaiming pleasure, which was after sexual trauma, reclaiming your pleasure. How to spot and avoid predators. Brought in attorney Lady Steele for BDSM and the law, and our good friend to the podcast, Pup Lokrian, to teach 21st century kink. And there may be more, and I'm just not remembering off the top of my head, but it was very exciting to have fresh faces in there and teaching other things. And I'm hoping to continue that through 2026 because I've been very fortunate to get in with some groups and meet other kink educators who not everybody will teach online classes. That's the other thing. I asked somebody who I was very excited to have if they would do it, and he said he doesn't teach online classes anymore. He needs the interaction, face-to-face interaction with people. So finding people who are willing to do online classes is amazing. And I've got a list of names and a list of classes, and that's going to be my next holiday project to sit down and start planning out 2026 so I can continue bringing in more outside teachers. So 3 for 4 right now.
What am I at? I'm at
You're at, well,
2.2 points out of 3 because that one was the prioritized self-care was a point.
Yes.
Like, okay, 2.5, whatever, we'll call it that. Okay, so my number 4 is more episodes for Dara. I actually have no idea.
Yes.
So
you did.
I did?
Well, you had your whole little series.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that kind of fell backwards because when my work went insane, I couldn't really keep up with that. But then I did the niche episodes. I did one on, did I do one on when you can't? No, I did one on when you can't kink.
Yeah, the coping one.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so I did actually. So I think according to my numbers, it says I had to do 5 episodes, and I'm pretty sure I did that. I think I did more than that just with so check mark.
Hey,
Checkity check check.
checkity check. See, you're not doing as bad as you thought you were.
I've only missed one, and that was like a half so far.
All right. Well, we're starting to get into some things I haven't done. All right. So number 5, the goal last year is I really, really wanted to set up a pink kink group to walk for World Pride, which was in DC in 2025. It didn't happen. And it didn't happen on purposefully because the world was on fire. And I made the executive decision that I did not think it was safe. I mean, I had a lot of friends who were still able to go, but as an older woman who is tiny and is completely useless to protect herself other than
How
my brains.
tiny are
No,
you?
no. We're not doing that. That's mean. That's just mean.
We can't do that?
That's just mean.
That made me so happy, though, like in the meanest way possible.
Okay. All right. Now we got to tell them because you brought it up. So
I've been waiting for this day,
right? So I have been 5 feet my whole damn adult life. And as we all know, as you get older, you shrink. You shrink. And I recently had a doctor's appointment and I knew it was going to happen. I am no longer 5 feet. I was 4'11 and a half. Now, I can say I had the appointment in the afternoon and you do get shorter over the day. So maybe if I'd had an appointment first thing in the morning, I might have still made it to 5 feet. But no. I'm still going to claim 5 feet because 4'11 and a half just makes me sound desperate that I'm trying to be 5 feet.
Yeah. Listen, I am actually 5 and like 3/4. So I just say 5'8".
Yeah.
Makes it easier.
So yes, that's what you mean. So there, this 4'11 and a half person, I just didn't feel that I could be physically safe. I had no idea. We knew that there were going to be counter protests and that some neo-Nazis and others were planning on being there. And I didn't want to risk it. So while I am sad that it didn't happen, and I can't give myself a check mark, I don't have regrets about it.
An executive decision has been made.
Yes.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Not being able to do something because safety is actually like, I think it's okay.
It was a valid reason, but I don't get to claim the check mark.
It's deliberate. It was deliberate. Okay, well. All right, let's see. This one says, keep attending classes. I don't think I did that one at all.
Well, I know you attended a class, but I can't remember if it was in 2024 or 2025.
I attended a dollification class in 25. Or no, 24. Okay. I don't think I attended any in 25.
All right.
Come to think of it, like, I'm legitimately trying to figure this out. Like, I was planning on it. I almost bought the tickets for it. There were like 2, and then I just kind of noped out, and I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Nope.
When I tell you my mental health has fucking disintegrated because this year has just been 3 kinds of shit. That's like, that was part of it. All right, go ahead, because that one was a bust.
Okay. Number 6 was more pink kink classes online through our Etsy shop. And I succeeded in that. I added 7 more video on-demand classes. You all heard, I've already listed them all when I was talking about bringing in the Pink Kink Institute outside teachers, because that's what we do. We record it, and then that goes up for sale on the Etsy shop. Plus, I put up there the classes that I taught, which is, there's one on dungeons, demystifying dungeons. There's one on BDSM romance, how to write ethical and realistic romance. So those are all up on the Etsy shop. And I also taught about a pervertibles class I put up there. So there is a lot of really great options for videos on demand. And it's great because it's the sort of thing where once you own it forever. So you can watch it multiple times. You can pause when you need to pause. So you can maybe take notes. And I love the fact that that's offered. And I'm going to keep doing that because I think it's one of my missions is to make education just even more accessible for folks. And having video on demand classes is one way to do it. So, yay, another check mark for me.
Yay. Also, no Dora classes are available online because we do not record Dora's face. Ugh.
Easy for you to say.
Right? That was hard. Dang, I like tripped over every word there. Okay. So this one actually is cracking me up a little bit. I can't believe I wrote this. It says health and wellness goals.
Okay.
I'm so pissed off at this one. I don't even want to do it. I had lost a bunch of weight at the beginning of last year. And then I started stress eating and gained back all of it plus. So do I like lose a check mark for that one? Because it is really, really bad. I'm like so fucking pissed about it.
Well, I don't think you should lose the check mark because based upon what I know that's been happening with at work, you were going to fall into one of two categories. You were either going to not eat at all because you were too stressed, or you were going to overeat. There's like no happy medium with that.
I have a very, very poor relationship with food. I always have.
Oh, food and I have a great relationship. I eat it.
Oh, okay. That's, yeah.
A lot of it because I love food, which is a problem. But yeah.
Well, I have done the thing where I just didn't eat. And I did do the thing where I just wasn't eating for a while. And I then was like, nope, fuck it. And just started stuffing my face and it was bad. And I became addicted to Starbursts.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
It is. It's very yummy. That's the problem. I'll sit there at work while I'm stressed out about shit and just eat an entire bag of Starbursts. That's literally the problem.
But I'm not going to take away a check mark for you because I sympathize.
Okay. No check mark for
No
me,
check
though,
mark for you.
on that one.
Okay. Number 7, Kink 101 day. I wanted to do an online day through the Institute, bring in a bunch of instructors and have 5 101 classes. Obviously, that did not happen yet. It's still...
I almost yelled golden rings.
Yeah, it's still on my to-do list. It'll happen at some point, but again, it's only so many hours in a day, and I had other things that I ended up working on instead. So unfortunately, no check mark for me on that one.
This is getting depressing.
It gets better.
Okay. Number 7 for me is organize and plan ahead. Well? Okay. So I actually get a check mark on that one.
Okay, good for you.
Because I did write all of my goals for this year. Because, like, it literally says I did this episode's notes right before we recorded. Literally forgot the episode even existed. This one I wrote ahead of time.
All right. So progress.
We're just not at that part yet.
So progress. There's a check mark for you.
Yay. Okay, so what am I at now? Like 5 out of 7?
I don't know. I don't remember. We'll have to go back after we get through all 10. I'll go back and look through it. All right. So number 8, to get more creative in my scenes. I'm giving myself a check mark for that. I listed specifically more sadistic needle scenes, and I absolutely accomplished that. Some of my favorite stories are that. I've got another one planned. Well, it will have already happened by the time this episode airs. But yeah, so I'm really happy about that. And then doing my old McDonald's scene. Still haven't done it because I still need more animals, but I did add 2 new animals to it. So it's getting closer, but I only have like 5 animals. It's going to be a very fast scene. I need more than 5 animals.
Yeah, you do. What about getting like a bat and then putting stickers of a certain animal on it?
I'm if I have to, I might have to do that, but we're not there yet. I'm still getting things. I have a duck, I have chicken, I have cow, I have a kitty cat, and I have penguins. So if anybody knows what penguins say, can you let me know?
They sing, right?
I've got my bottom's one is going to sing it, so I need to be able to tell them. I guess I could just assign that to them, research it.
Yeah, just like watch Happy Feet, pick a song.
There we go.
And they'll be fine.
I can make them do the Happy Feet while I'm flogging them with it.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Oh, that would be creative.
Yes, it would.
Okay. All right. Naughty and Nice, don't listen to this. It'll be a surprise for you.
Okay. Yeah, she's too little too late right there. Okay, let's see. This this next one's funny. This one says less ADHD.
And how?
If you are not in my face, you don't exist. I've gotten a little better about that because that one was specifically about emailing people back on FET that have messaged me about things. I've only forgot about one person. And honestly, that wasn't my fault because I did not get the alert in my email that he had emailed me back, that he had messaged me. And it was like, and then I got a notification that I had a message and I was like, okay, cool. So I go and I check it and it's this, oh my God, this is actually a hilarious story that I can't believe I forgot to tell you. But this person messaged me on FET about the episode that came out on the November 21st. And it was talking about, you've mentioned your disability and, physical disability, all this other stuff and yada, yada, but you never said exactly what it was. And in this episode, you mentioned you have a hypermobility issue. And then she goes, I also have this and I got diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos. And I busted out laughing. Because I was like, do you have any idea how many people have armchair diagnosed me with Ehlers just from listening to this podcast? So many. And yes, for those of you that have figured it out, yes, that's what I have. But I was laughing so hard. And then they come back with, okay, and so you know what? You could try this. And here's the link to get genetically tested. And blah, I was like, what? So I was emailing this person like crazy. And then I noticed I still had like a little red thingy, a little red dot. And I was like, what is this? I click on it and it's a person from 13 days ago. I was like, oops, oopsie poopsie.
Yeah, I've had as we talked about earlier, having to learn how to work with Dara. I've learned how to send messages.
Yeah.
I can only send one question at a time. And when I get the answer back to that, then I can send the next question. But I cannot send one message with multiple questions.
Also, you cannot send them to me on Discord because Discord is now muted.
Nope.
Discord has been muted for several months now because part of my trying to keep my sanity was not always focusing on Discord, even though I'm still active in the Pink Kink Discord. I had to mute. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I have, except the Pink Kink Discord's not muted at all. My others are partially muted. So you do what you gotta do.
No, Discord in general was muted. And I was like, as soon as I'm on a break, I had to prioritize my work. And it was just, it's been a mess. Anyway.
All right. Number 9. Would love to hit 6,000 followers on Spotify. A big, fat, pink, sparkly, glitterly check mark.
You said it again.
I know. I did that on purpose. No, actually, I really did, but that's okay. I just like that. We are currently, as of this recording, 6,322 followers on Spotify.
Woo!
So yay! We did that.
Yay! Yay! All right, let's see. The next one says, do more kink with daddy. And I said we'd gotten very lax in our kink, except for the 24/7 CGL. I want more. Sort of. Yes-ish. I'm not entirely sure how to count it, but we've been kind of learning some new stuff.
All right.
But still with the 24-hour CGL, all that stuff. But I'm not going to say it's been like, we're doing kink scenes all over the place, but we've done a few. We've done a little bit more, and we're trying to learn new stuff. I actually have a vetting session that we're trying to plan out with this other couple because she does knife play, he does wax play. And they sort of obviously they go hand in hand. And that's something that I really have discovered that I like. So I want Daddy J to learn it. And neither one of the other couple have ever done electro before. So I'm like, all right, cool. You know what? We'll trade. So we were going to go out to dinner and kind of vet each other and see what we want to do and go from there. We just haven't because schedules.
All right. Well, check mark for you.
Woo!
All right. And the last one is I wanted to get started on a 101 book. And I did. I have started it. I have a rough draft of a 101 book that I'm working on, but I've also ended up because again, the mind is exploding with ideas, so I keep starting things. I also have an outline for a second book, which is on bratting. And I started, originally it was going to be a digital download. It is now turning into a full, like 50, 60 page workbook. This one is specifically for dominance. It's a dominant planner, and it's supposed to help you with your emotional awareness, communication, and even logistical planning of scenes and stuff. So that's what I'm working on. Plus, I have 2 coloring books that I published, and those are available. You can get them on Amazon. I'm still like, it still makes me laugh that you can type Princess Rara into Amazon and my stuff comes up. It's like weird, but I love it. So big fat check mark for me on that one too.
Woo! All right, let's see. Last one is more kink with other people that is not electro. I'm pretty sure that I got a fucking check mark for that. Because not only did I do a wax and knife play scene, but I did a stuffy beatdown scene.
You did.
Where I got hit with stuffies.
All right. So my grand total check marks for the year is 7 out of 10.
All right, let's see. I have to double check this. Well, okay, so that was my half one. The very first one was the half one, right?
Yep.
All right, so half. 1, 2, 3. Didn't get that one. Didn't get that one. 4, 5, 6, 7.5.
Look at that. See, you didn't do as bad as you thought you did.
No, I thought I tanked it.
All right. Well, are you ready to start our 2026 resolutions?
Yeah, and we got to speed run this shit because, like usual, we just talk too much.
No, we don't. It's fine. We can be a little longer. All right. Why don't you start with this one?
Okay, so this one I'm not gonna make it. I can tell you right now, I'm not getting it. It says work-life balance.
I think having it as a goal is important for your mental health and well-being.
Right. So let me just explain. By the time this episode comes out, not at the time of recording, but by the time the episode releases, I will have taught 6 classes, 2 exoticas, run Littles events, run my Littles group, doing the podcast, full-time job. All of this is what I will have completed in 2005, which is fucking astronomical for me, and it's too much. I really love all the classes that I've been asked to do. That's amazing, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, wait, nope. 7 classes. I just realized it's 7.
All right. Well,
so yeah, no, it's been a lot.
I have faith that you can at least make improvements.
Well, I'm hoping to get a little bit better, but there's shit that's going to have to change at work. So
there we go.
We'll see.
All right. So my first one is to actually finish those 3 books that I started. So again, the 101 book, the ethical bratting book, and the dominant planning workbook. Those are my goal, is to have those finished. And very specifically, I want them finished in time by August 1st. And I picked August 1st because that gives me enough time to get some of them printed and sent to me so that I can have them for sale at Smut Lovers 2026.
Good idea.
Especially the 101 and the ethical bratting one. Those are the priority, those 2 versus the dominant planning pages. But I'm closer to being done with that one, so we'll see.
Okay, so this next one says ease back into kink at my own pace. Because I've been easing out, I want to kind of ease back in and do some, and I am already kind of doing that. There was a few months there where I was just like, I don't want to do kink anymore because I'm too tired. I'm too much in pain. I'm too fucking depressed. And now I'm sort of hoping to bring some of it back in. Probably not in the next few months because, like I said, some stuff has to change at work before that, but I'm going to try.
All right. My second one is I also want to create a workbook for submissives to match the dominant one that I'm working on. Okay. So that the submissives, so we can have them sold separately as well as a bundle deal that you could buy them both. So that way each of you in the dynamic has your own workbook and they'll work together.
Or if you're a switch, you can just use both.
There you go. So,
or Rubber can make a third book.
yeah, no. No.
All right. My third one is actually something I haven't done in a really long time and I miss it, is create more electro toys. So, or a game or something. I literally have not made anything in the last year. I came up with some scenes, I came up with some scenarios. I didn't actually do any of them. But I mean, dildo ring toss was, I think, the last one that I came up with.
Okay, but that was a really good one.
Yeah, that was a really, really fun one, but it's been over a year.
All right.
Oh, you know what would be fun? Pogs.
I don't know what Pogs is.
Pogs was a game in the 90s, played it in school where you it's I can't really explain Pogs. Millennials will understand it, but what if we do it with metal discs and bottle caps? Okay, now I actually have an idea. So, pre-check mark?
Okay.
I'll run it by cards. He'll understand.
Here we go. Yeah, I don't speak millennial, so sorry.
Right.
Or electro for that matter.
Right.
All right. So my third one is, since I didn't do it last year, is to create some new classes. Specifically, I want some skill-based classes. I've got ideas and thoughts on one for sadistic needles specifically that I'd like to do. And I also want to try to do some more DS-based classes, because I know a lot of our people who come to our virtual classes are not going to the dungeons. They're doing the DS at home, and that's their, I'm not saying that's their main focus, but that's the foundation of their kink world is DS, and then everything comes out from that. So I want to put together some specific classes for that. And maybe I'll take my dominant planning workbook and my submissive planning workbooks and create a class that would go along with that. So that's the goal.
This one is another kind of ADHD thing, and it's fucking finish what I start. I started to write, like Rara, I started to write a book and then went, nope. And I think I did it a lot I started in June and then I just kind of stopped. And I haven't picked it back up. I also have, on a more personal level, I also have 2 or 3 novels that I've started. And over the summer, I actually went through this really awesome editing process for one of them, and I haven't touched it since. So I'm also chicken shit and have not even tried to get anything remotely published or seen by any kind of professional because I'm fucking chicken shit.
Well, yeah. The first step is to finish it. Then the second step is to work up the courage to let somebody else see it.
Do you know how fucking close it is to being finished? The one novel, oh my God. It literally just needs these little final edits and I'm done. The shit where you remove the erroneous bullshit that you don't need to write, fix something here, fix something there, and it's done. And I'm like, I'm not going to do it.
That's true, because that way that's always your excuse not to show it to somebody. Well, it's not done yet.
Right. Exactly. That's been, 10 years now? It's been my excuse because I am chicken shit.
There you go.
So how about I change the goal to stop being chicken shit?
There you go. That works too.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Stop being chicken shit.
All right. Well, speaking of writing, my fourth one is writing more blog posts. I have written about 6 or 7 that are up on our website.
6, 7.
Yeah, I know.
I had to.
I don't think you had to, but okay. So
my little had to.
So I wrote. So I want to be able to get more up. I really would like to kind of get into a habit of putting out one a month. If I can do more than that, then yay me. But at the very least, one new blog post a month. So hopefully next year I'll be able to say, oh, I've got 12 of them up. And then we'll see.
Yay. Next one. Consider, not do, consider, because they know me, a nylon and lace fetish OnlyFans, hypothetically speaking, because I have so much time to promote an OnlyFans and do content for an OnlyFans.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I know how that's going to go
Yeah,
with the work-life balance thing, but okay.
it's not. So those are in direct I said consider.
Okay.
I didn't say I actually had to make one. I said consider making one without actually committing to doing it.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
Maybe do a little photo shoot.
There you go. Get Daddy J involved in that. He could be your cameraman.
Oh yeah. That'd be really fun.
All right. So this one is my tough one. This is the one, it's going to be close. I want to grow our Instagram following to 10,000,
Okay.
which will be about 200 a month we have to do. Now,
Okay.
one of the interesting things, how it works in social media, the more you get, the faster you grow.
Okay.
So it's just going to require my regularly posting on Instagram.
Commitment.
Yeah,
It's all about the
it
commitment.
is. Or committed. I'm not sure which it is.
Well, you're committed and I'm also committed, but in a very different way.
Exactly.
I should be committed. All right, let's see. The next one is elevate my teaching, but without trying to outdo the numbers for 2025, because the numbers that I did were, it's fine. It's a lot for me, but it's fine. This has been an absolute record number of teaching this year. Not just for PKI. I did something for a dungeon in,
Los Angeles.
Thank you, LA. I'm doing 2 so that was 2 for them, 1 for PK, 1 last year. Okay, for that, for Exotica, 2 more for Exotica, and there was something else in between that I can't remember right now. But that was a lot for me. So what I want to do is just refine the classes a little bit more and see if I can get them to just be like as top tier as I can get them to be.
That's funny. So my sixth one is to take more classes so that I can grow as a top and an educator. So there's some classes, I've
Alrighty.
already got one signed up for December that is to help me grow as an educator. Got stuff planned in January to help me grow as an educator, but I also want to take classes to help my skills and maybe learn new and different ways of doing things. So very, very similar.
Alrighty.
See, we like to practice what we preach. Education is important to us, both giving and receiving.
Absolutely. Okay, my next one is, and this is what I was telling you about earlier, that I was like, we were having this conversation earlier before we started recording, and I was like, you know what? I got to stop because this is actually in my notes. Find a new home for the goddamn Littles Munch because Chewy's has lost their ever fucking mind.
Oh, yeah.
I've been displeased with them for, what are we going on, 5 months now?
Longer. Well, maybe you've been displeased for about 5 months. We started off pleased. The
It
problem
started off just fine.
started, we had a regular server who was
Oh,
fucking
we loved him.
fantastic. And he left. And things have just not been the same since.
He was so freaking good.
Which is why we tell you, if you go to a munch, treat your servers well. You do not want them leaving. And when you get a good server, it can make or break that munch. So, like I
Unfortunately.
just had my DMV munch, and I'm at the point now where I hugged my server goodbye because I won't see him till we don't do it in December, so I won't see him till January. So I hugged him goodbye and wished him happy holidays and all that. Like that's the relationship you want.
He is an excellent server. I'm very glad that he's stuck with you for that. But ours left Chewy's and we were very upset. And I think it was the month after he left that we got that one that tried to like basically kill me. So that wasn't fun.
Yep. All right. Well, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get that figured out quickly.
Yeah.
All right. So my seventh one is specifically about an update I want to make to the website. And that is I want to introduce like a starting page where if you go to the it's starting in the lifestyle page. You go to this starting page and we will list the episodes that are the 101s that you really need if you're just getting started. Because at this point, we're at like number 247. So if you're just now finding us, or you came in later, you might not have gone back. And I want to make it something very simple and obvious. Like you'll have on that page things like the consent, the negotiations, the terms,
Munches,
right? It's all the basics that you would want. and have that all set up on one page. We have an amazing new tech guy who I love. And I've also been utilizing ChatGPT to teach me how to do some of this stuff too, which is great. I made some changes this weekend that I was damn proud of myself thanks to ChatGPT telling me exactly what to do. So I love learning how to use. I'm a tech person. I don't know how to use tech, but I love tech, so I'm always trying to teach myself. Plus, one of the cool things us Gen Xers do, because all this stuff came out when we were already adults, we don't have a lot of fear of trying stuff and fucking the system up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been great. So that's what I would like to be able to have done by the end of the year, is have that update on the website and have that specific page.
I always found that so funny. Millennials learned to code and do computer stuff the old-fashioned way. I actually remember learning in college coding to get my computer to do certain things. And now with apps and everything, I have no fucking idea what's going on. And I can't get into them. I can't reprogram them. I can reprogram stuff on my PC just fine. I can say, oh, I don't like how that's working. I'm going to go into the code and I'm going to change that. I can actually still do that. I can't do it with apps. So this is my turn to say kids these days.
All right.
Okay. So supporting, I think this is more like a continuation of something that we are already doing, but I want to make sure that this is a goal. I want to keep doing this. Supporting littles and middles in a way that, and caregivers that supports everyone. And we do this through the munch. I do this through my little get-togethers. I want to continue doing this and making sure that we have this place for everybody.
I love that. All right. For me, my number 8 is I want to record my how to use FetLife class and get it up for sale on the Pink Kink Boutique, because a lot of people, they hate FetLife. They talk about all the problems with it. And by no means, please do not get me wrong, I'm not saying FetLife is phenomenal. It's just the only game in town, to be honest with you. And
Yeah.
I understand there's concerns with the messages you get and all of that stuff. Well, there's privacy settings you can do that help that, and people don't know how to do that. So I really want to get that class. I've taught it before. It was great. It was one of the only classes that I ended up rushing because I was going long past the 2 hours with how much there is to teach. So I want to be able to teach and record that and get that up for sale. So that's my number 8.
My number 9 is, Robert's going to laugh at this one. It's be more positive about the wins. Like, give myself more grace for things that I did right instead of only focusing on the stuff that I've done wrong.
Oh, I think that's an excellent one to have for you.
Yeah. Like, oh, I remembered to hydrate today. Good job, Dara. You get a starburst.
I don't know if that's the way to treat yourself, but okay.
Yeah, it's probably not. That's probably not the greatest. But yeah.
I love that. All right. Do I get to remind you of that all year when you start complaining?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
All right. You all are my witnesses. I have permission. Wouldn't call that enthusiastic consent, but it was definitely consent.
It was something like consent.
Something.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. All right. My 9th one is I want to read more kink nonfiction books.
Interesting.
So I actually just bought, Dara doesn't even know this yet. A new book came out and I had to buy it, and I'm going to read it and then maybe we'll do an episode on it. But there's a brand new book. Ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
Kink for Dummies.
Oh my God, you did tell me that existed.
So I bought it.
Yeah.
And I haven't sat down to read it yet. It's a pretty thick book, so it may take me a while till I read it. We can get to that episode. But I'm so
we do like them thick.
I'm so curious about this book and what they think needed to be in there. But that's just one of the books. There's other amazing books, and it doesn't even need to be specifically kink specific. It could be like I have a book on communication that I think would be helpful in setting up dynamics and kink relationships. I'm curious about that, and how to build trust. I have one on how to build trust. So it might not be kink specific, but it's all stuff that can be used toward kink. So that's my goal. And the good news is, since I didn't read any in 2025, if I read one, I'll already get that check mark because it will be more.
Okay. So this one's not really going to surprise you. 60 books.
Oh, fancy lady.
Since I'm at that right about now, and it is the end of November, I feel that I should be able to read 60 books by the end of next year. Now, one of the reasons I was able to have such an amazingly good start last year is because I had the flu for New Year's Day, and all I did was listen to these books. But the other thing is I have 1, 2, 3, 4, somewhere between 4 and 7 books on pre-order right now. So, and I asked ChatGPT to make me a list of books that were written in the last, I want to say 5 years. I think I contained it to any book written in the last 5 years and any upcoming books for 2026. I asked it to make me a list of all these different genres of like, well, I should say genres of fantasy because let's face it, that's mostly what I read. Romantasy, fantasy, dark academia, all this shit, and put them in categories. So now I have a TBR that's like absolutely fucking insane.
What a genius.
So all I have to do, oh my God, do you want me to make one for you? Because it's like really, really fun.
I don't need it. It's okay. I am not having a problem finding books.
True. But then all I have to do is go, okay, I feel like this category right now. Boom. I will read this one.
Oh, because you read physical copies and I read ebooks.
I do
my
not.
Kindle
I buy physical copies.
Yeah, my Kindle does that for me. My Kindle tells me, based upon your reading, we recommend these. And that's how I find a lot of new books.
Well, I buy physical copies to put on my shelf like they're hunting trophies. I don't actually touch them.
Oh, well, yeah, I do have a whole bunch of physical books that nobody's allowed to read because you'll break the binding, and they're all autographed.
I have several of those too. We do not touch the only person that touches my actual physical books is my mom when she borrows them. And that's okay because she's very careful about books. But I do Kindle and I do Audible. I sort of like, because I like to listen to it on my drive to work. So then and then I read while I'm eating lunch. So I like the fact that it kind of bounces between the two. So like, you know how when you listen to an Audible, it'll pick it up on your Kindle where you left off?
Well, it's not just Audible. That I have that because I don't do Audible. I do Spotify because as a premium member, I get a certain amount of listening hours every month. And then I also have a service called Everand, which has...
And that hooks up with your Kindle?
Well, it has both. Yeah, I can open it. Well, I do have an actual Kindle, but I do it on my phone because it's an app. So I can do it on my phone or on my tablet. Yes. And Everand has both ebooks and audiobooks.
Okay.
So I've been doing a lot of audiobook reading that way. All right. So the last one, my 2026 goals is we are making a small change to Pink Kink for next year. And that is our tagline and our logo. Our tagline has been level up your kink knowledge. And I love that, but I feel it didn't really fit what our goals are. And so our new tagline for 2026 is empowerment through education. Because God knows how many times I talk about that. I talk, right? Empowerment. I
was going to say Barbara's favorite E-word.
Empowerment. So we're switching it up to empowerment through education. And then our new logo is going to be, in fact, it's already up on the website. If you want to see what it is, it's really beautiful. Our friend, I'm going to give credit where credit's due. Corvin, a friend of ours, designed it. A friend of the podcast. So
amazing artist.
So it's beautiful. And it's basically a book with BDSM kink equipment coming out of it to show that it's all about the empowerment through the education. And that's going to be our focus and our goal for 2026. So our episodes are going to even better reflect this idea that we're going to give you education and that's going to empower you going forward. The social media posts, I'm going to really put more emphasis in educational posts and making sure that's there. I'm working on creating a new newsletter format that goes out to our mailing list that's going to have even more education in it. We'll still talk in there about like what we're up to. Here's the newest Pink Kink Institute class. Here's the newest things that we have available in our Etsy shop, but it's also going to have a whole education center. And you can sign up for that newsletter just by going to our website, pinkkinkpodcast.com. And I don't inundate you with newsletters. You get one a month, and then you might get an extra one here or there if I've got special things going on, like our Black Friday sale, or when I'm working with Dom Sub Living on the Kink bundle or their virtual summit and stuff. But I really want to be completely focused on this whole idea that we are going to empower you through the education that we give you. Because whether you're a Dom, whether you're a sub, whether you identify as a switch, or none of the above, and you're just a kinkster who likes to kink, there are things that you can do to help yourself and empower your voice, empower your knowledge base through education. And that is our goal and what we hope to do here on Pink Kink. So I think 2025 was an amazing, good year. As I said, there were some highs, and I'm excited for what 2026 is going to be bringing. Again, I'm the eternal optimist, so I have hope things are going to improve.
Here's hoping. See, I'm already being more
I
positive.
love it. Check mark. Thanks for hanging out with us today. If you enjoyed what you heard, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a minute of our fun and educational content. New episodes drop every Friday.
If you love what we do and want to help us keep creating, support us on Patreon at patreon.com/pinkkinkpodcast. You can also support our affiliates to benefit small businesses and us at the same time.
No extra cash? No problem. You can still help by spreading the word about your favorite kinky podcast. Share us with your friends, and don't forget to rate and review us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen. Those 5-star reviews mean the world to us. And those 5-star reviews go a long way in boosting our podcast through the algorithm and reaching more listeners.
Sign up for our Pink Kink Institute classes. Shop at our Etsy shop, Pink Kink Boutique. Stay connected with us on social media. You'll find all the links on our link tree posted in the show notes.
Your support means the world to us. So until next time, stay pink
and level up your kink knowledge.